Okay, test 1, 2, 3. Wow, it actually works. Like, that's surprising. Viewer activity. No. Here we go, analytics. Hey, Bianca, how are you? Okay. So this works. Now another thing. Yeah, like, I reinstalled OBS and it actually looks a little bit different now. But it looks good. The new version looks good. So let me try to add browser source. Wait, maybe I have a browser source here already. Oh no, I don't. Desktop here. Okay, I have browser source here. Oh, it's just... okay, I get it. Cool. So here's a nice question. Where do I have this stuff on the disk? It's in... oh, that's actually not bad. Livestream scenes. Okay, and here... wait. Streams, then layout. Main. Okay. Can we expect more frequent streams? Yes. As in, like, it's pretty easy to make more frequent streams than once per year, right? So, hopefully. And now it's supposed to be indexed. Here we go. Okay, FPS 20. No, I want 30 FPS. Okay. Oh, something works. Okay, something works, folks. You can see this bar here, but it's showing the wrong... oh, no, it's showing the right one. Okay. Okay, I guess I need to move this a little bit higher. And now move the camera a little bit higher. Like this, maybe? Yeah, I think the camera is now okay. Yeah, this looks better. Now it starts looking like a real screen, like real live stream. And hey, even the feed works. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, wait, where's the feed? The feed is... okay, I probably should switch the camera view. How do I switch the camera view? Here... or should I switch it? Let me switch it actually. Transform. Flip horizontal. It's like this, yeah. Okay, now I can do this. Perfect. The bar is shown. Which bar? Wait. Sorry, I need to open it on YouTube. Oh, this bar. Yeah. Okay, it's good. I thought there was like the black bar which we fought with before came back, but no, it's all good. That's second today, that's pretty frequent. Yeah, that's true, Stefan, sorry. The overlay is also custom? Yeah, it's custom. That's just like JavaScript, basically, in, well, a lot of JavaScript, actually, in browser source. It was designed by, who designed it? I don't remember who designed it. I think Wojtek was one of the artists who did stuff for me some time ago. Hey Gynvael, were you somehow involved in the new-ish Operation Aurora Google miniseries? Yeah, I'm part of a team which did the the challenges, the accompanying challenges on hacking Google, as in like hacking.google website. That being said, what I've actually done is like kind of a structure, the graph structure of the challenges was something I helped with. And then I did nothing because I switched to Google CTF and Accelerate. And then I did the episode 5 bonus challenge. That's about it. All my help there. Everything else was done by Hilinur and quite a lot of other people. He's alive. Yes, I am still alive. Cool, so this works. The feed works. Okay, the feed works, that's good. If the feed works, what else? I need... the next thing I should fix is actually the bots, but the bots I cannot do it on the stream because I can do it on the stream, but not today. Maybe I'll also do a live stream another day, and I'll then fix the YouTube bots which I have. Oh wait, that was like something was wrong in the bar. Let's switch here. Here everything is fine, right? Yeah, everything is fine. That's good. I'm really happy. Now it starts to look like an actual live stream. The only issue is that... But it's a solved issue. I wonder if I can... Yeah, the issue with like the server rack, which I showed you, right? The issue with that is that if I want to connect any USB device, then I need to, open the doors and then get the USB cable through the doors, right? And when I have my microphone and camera for the live stream, I actually decided to take out 2 cables underneath the server rack, and I hook up to them. But they are like, USB cables are a little bit noisy, I found. Especially USB 2. USB 3 may be a little bit better because they are, a little bit more thicker, a little bit better shielded, screened and so on. But USB 2 has issues sometimes. And one other issue which I found today was that if I hook up my webcam into it, it works for all meetings, but when OBS comes, OBS is just like absolutely killing the USB controller, and that's because it's probably switching the camera by default to some high power mode. The camera starts drawing a lot of power. This makes it disappear for a second on the USB bus, and the video for Linux does at the same time some query, and it actually gets a null pointer dereference in the USB driver. So suddenly like half of my motherboard's USB controllers is going AFK, away from keyboard, or rather taking the keyboard away from me, because my keyboard is also on the same controller. So yeah, but thankfully I figured out, or rather I read on the internet, that if I connect a switch which has its own power supply, then everything works. So that's cool and all, but I would prefer to have like not have another switch on my desk. I switched also, while doing the setup, I switched into a really minimalistic placement of stuff on my desk. I have the keyboard, I have like a single speaker, just a single, one speaker, not 2 speakers, not like 2 speakers and subwoofer, which I had before, but just a single speaker, some pens, and that's about, and my cell phone charger. I can put my cell phone on it and it's wirelessly charged. And that's it. So I would prefer not to have a switch here. I need to figure out how to do that. Okay, I'm not sure I'm going to do too much more today, so I guess we can wrap it up. If there are any questions on the chat, I'm going to go through them. Have you read all the books behind you? No, absolutely no. I'm actually buying books mostly because I like books, okay, I won't lie, but also because for inspiration. As in, like, if I don't have any idea what to do, which is really rare, then I grab a random book and start reading. And then after a couple of pages, usually I have some idea what I can do to, I don't know, as a next project, or as a small experiment, or just to have fun. Then, okay. Josh, what's up with you? Okay, sorry, let me clear that up maybe. Let's do it like this. Okay, cool. Let's continue. Now, well, you can now debug that null pointer dereference since you are on Linux. Actually, I found a thread where people debugged it, and they had patches ready, but the patches were rejected because the actual reason that this failed was that the devices drew too much power from the controller. So it was decided that, hey, it's a hardware issue, it's not a software issue. It shouldn't be fixed in software, which does make some sense, I guess. What is the benchmark like structure that you build your PCs on? That's a good question. That's called open bench table. Bench table, which is like every live streamer which does anything with PCs uses it. Yeah, it's this one. It's so actually, if we go to my Twitter, sorry, let me find my Twitter. Where's my browser though? Let me do this. Sorry. I'm back. Where's my browser? Here it is. Okay. Let me find one thing on my Twitter, so I can tell you a little bit more about that. If I go to my Twitter and media, perhaps. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so there are some photos. If you go here, I'm going to post this link on the chat as well if you're curious. If you go here, I probably need to. Yeah, you can see like two different, like this is the open bench table, and there are like two different ways I put it together. This is a new way, which I call a flat pack for obvious reasons, because it's pretty flat, right? And I don't use the legs anymore, but previously in the previous setups, like for example this one, I still had the legs here of the open bench table. If we can zoom it out a bit. No, we cannot. Yeah, there's also this custom bracket for holding so the power supply in the open bench table is supposed to go sideways, but I actually wanted to face front. And because, yeah, I just want easy access to the cables. That's one of the reasons I did it. So this bracket is custom designed. I actually hired a company to custom design this bracket for me. And then another two companies to make it for me, because one company was doing laser cutting and the other was doing like, polishing and stuff, sandblasting. And then I decided that like it just takes too long for the companies to design stuff, and I actually learned a little bit of CAD to design another bracket. And if we go here, then the actual like radiator and fans are being held by some sockets. Sorry, not sockets. Some what's it called? Like just metal bars in proper shapes here. Yeah, these are like super simple, but I'm pretty proud that I designed them. This was like the first one which I tried, but I decided this is not flexible enough, so instead I went for this setup. And this is basically how it looks like. Yeah, just like this is for the cooler, and it needs to be like so far because the graphic cards are so large nowadays. It's just ridiculous, right? They just go like forever here. And everything is like on a shelf, which is, I can take it out, which I'm pretty happy with. I can just take it out, go to the balcony, like spray it with air to clean the dust off and put it back in, connect everything. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the setup. Yeah, this is when it's actually like put together before installing the motherboard. This is what you can see behind me, but it's kind of butchered right now, so I need to fix the lighting. And yeah, and this is my desk, by the way. I also like fixed underneath all the cabling issues which I had. Well, there's still some fixing here to do, but I'm pretty happy with the setup now. And this is how it looks like, like you can see the microphone, I guess, here. So as you can see, there's almost nothing on my desk. There are like some pens and the cell phone holder, this, then the stands from the monitors, but that's it. So Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Finally, I'm pretty happy. I never did like, you know, any type of fancy RGB stuff for PCs or custom builds, and I decided it would be fun to do, and I did enjoy the process. So that's how it works and how it looks. How did I even get to this digression? Are you back to live? Should we expect more live streams even in Polish? Yes. Which book did you read last time? From the Piątka się was the question about the technical books, or is it non-technical books? From the technical books, I read one about. It was a tutorial on like a really small like packet book tutorial for C++ because I decided it's probably going to have some bugs and it's going to be fun to find the bugs, and it had some bugs and I found some. Yeah, so there's that. It's also a bit weird reason to read it, but it is what it is, right? Now for other books, like non-technical books, I'm currently reading the third volume of Mistborn from Brandon Sanderson, and it's pretty fun. I do enjoy it. Okay. Oh yeah, that was the question. When I got a standing desk, what Ian says, when I got a standing desk, the metal underneath was enough to interfere with Wi-Fi connection to my machine. I had to run a cable through my attic. Wow, really? That's believable. Like, in all honesty, I don't trust Wi-Fi at all. I'm running cables wherever I can. Obviously, I don't have Ethernet cables for my cell phone, though I could have, but I decided not to because that might be a stupid idea. But for PCs, yeah, I'm running cables. What about the eZine project, like the paged out? Paged out will be resumed soon. Yes, we are getting back to that. Brackets, thank you. The old man, the boat. Brackets, that's exactly the word I was missing. Thank you very much. Brackets, and that's I'm pretty sure the file is called brackets as well, the project file which I made. Do you have ideas for next streams? Can I vote for Rust? There might be some Rust, but that might be a unlisted live stream, or rather unlisted after it's done, when I'm learning Rust. Because that was one of the ideas actually, to like do maybe a live stream like for a week every evening and just like write the Rust project. Because I don't know Rust at all, so that would be fun. Typical programmer starts with an idea, ends learning CAD and buying a 3D printer. From Iresvi. I didn't go to the last part of buying a 3D printer. I decided to not do that. There are a couple of 3D printing 3D printing companies nearby, like as in like not in this village, but like 2 villages away, where I can order stuff 3D printed. So I just ordered it there. And for metal parts, there are like several companies which do that. Kernel Rust, that's even better. Do you plan to do some stream on COM? You mean like COM as in like Windows COM? What was it called, like component object model or whatever? No, unless you mean a different COM. Still happy with Linux? Absolutely yes. I do enjoy Linux. I am super happy I switched to Kubuntu. There are issues, obviously, but they are manageable. And Kubuntu isn't removing features I actually use, like Microsoft is, so yeah. Do not buy 3D printer from Foxtrot, debugging one at the moment. Yeah, when I was debugging my webcam today, earlier, Foxtrot said that he's debugging his 3D printer, so yeah. Yeah, Foxtrot, I have read a lot of your chats about 3D printing on our Discord, and I decided that, yeah, maybe I don't want to do a PhD from 3D printing this time around. So yeah, I don't think I'm doing that. You're not playing Flare-On? No, I'm not doing Flare-On this year because I was just like too packed with stuff until, yeah, like really, literally on Saturday I had the like last thing which I had to do in a really intensive period for me, so yeah, no time. What about your health? Do you feel okay? Now it's better. It's way better than it was. So thank you for asking, Vatolkada. Camille says, yes, component object model. No, I know literally nothing about it. I know that there's a huge book about decom behind me, but no, I have no idea about it. Your opinion on Rust and Linux and deprecating usage of C++? I don't know Rust, so I cannot comment on the Rust part. On the C++ part, yes, let's totally remove it. Like, these are evil languages. Like, it's super hard to code correctly in C and C++. So if we remove them, that's a good move, I think. Ian says, I have Pursa MK3S Plus and mostly print PET-G. It works great. Yeah, one thing I still need to do is I need to order some, like, the same part printed in different materials, because I'm kinda lost on what to use for what place when playing with 3D printing, or rather when ordering parts 3D printed. It's not easy. Flare-on is for another month. That's good to know. Maybe then I should play. Have you thought about learning Java? Oh, I know Java. Or rather, I knew Java 15 years ago, okay? I even did some like professional projects in Java. Not a lot, and mostly for mobile, but still. So I don't think I would be doing more Java unless needed, because it's like I don't see a reason, basically. Like, there are better languages, which are more fun for me. What's the plan for the next stream? The next stream is going to be solving the bonus challenge for episode 5 of Hacking Google Challenges. And I will need your help, folks, for that, because we are going to be doing a lot of voting on YouTube chat for the live stream. So you're going to basically rate the bonus episode 5 YouTube channel, and we are going to solve it. Are you still at Google? Yes. Oh, Ian, thank you. I will absolutely catch up with you about the materials. I am really curious about them. Deline says, started writing Rust a few months ago. It feels amazing. That's good. Yeah, there are a lot of CTFs. Oh, Karstein, hey, hello, how are you? Yeah, this is a test livestream. I was trying to fix stuff before the next week's. Still, stuff is broken, but a lot of have been fixed during the last 2 hours. Great Turkey says, no, please, no more voting. I can't deal with the episode 5 bonus anymore. Don't worry, will be more people. It will actually work smoothly, hopefully. What about the magazine you were publishing before? We will get back to it. Soon. This is like literally next thing on my list. Did you saw Edge Runners? Yes, I did. It's okay, as in like, I didn't enjoy the visuals that much. Music was better, backgrounds were pretty cool. The story was the pacing. There was something wrong with pacing for me. But in general, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I would recommend watching it. That being said, I'm watching Arcane now, and Arcane is, it's just like a different level from Edge Runners. It's much more polished. But Edge Runners isn't bad. I did enjoy it, yeah, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy like Ghost in the Shell standalone complex a little bit more than Edge Runners, but Edge Runners, there are a lot of things about it which I do appreciate. The story was like, on one side, it was... There were a lot of cliches in that story, okay? It wasn't like a unique, novel experience. That being said, the execution was perfect. Like, that was really well executed, I liked it. And the music, I really enjoyed the music as well, like the soundtrack. What do you think are good jobs for people trying to find bugs and do RE who are maybe not experienced enough to find a full-time security research role? A developer? Yeah, a developer, a tester maybe. A developer totally, because like part of the developing is, is debugging. There's no way around it, and you do learn maybe not how to spot bugs in other people's codes, because for that you just need to review that code, but rather, but you do know like the debugging methodology, basically. You learn what tools to use and how to use them. And by tools, I don't mean just debuggers, right? I mean like different ways, like, you know, like putting prints in different places, commenting out code, whatever works for debugging. So yeah, maybe a developer or a tester that sounds good, but maybe a security role. Why not? Maybe there are some companies hiring junior security reviewers and training them. Look for something like that, I don't know. How long do you work for in a day? That depends on the day. And depends on the definition of work, because I do a lot of personal stuff as well. And some people do consider that work. I consider it hobby, okay? But some people say, yeah, you're programming, that's work, right? So, I mean, there are days where just like, you know, I don't know, like weekends, right? I do maybe, I don't know, 1-2 hours of something productive, and then I just like play games. And there might be days where I'm just like 16 hours a day doing something. So, yeah, it really depends. Your 5 favorite non-technical books. Okay, for that we are actually going to Gynvael Live, because I have that listed. But I need to update that list. Recommended books, non-IT, and 5 is absolutely 5 here, so which is good. That would be, yeah, David Weber, Honor Harrington series. These are thick books, folks, but they are absolutely amazing. It's military sci-fi, I love them. I read them like a couple of times, they are awesome. Unbishop, the Black Jewels trilogy, it's interesting. If you like overpowered main characters, that's a book for you. It has like darker moments, but it's pretty cool. I like it. Dresden Files are pretty cool. Michał Cholewa's, if you know Polish, Algorytmy wojny, that's the algorithms of war. It's also military science fiction. It's really good. It's like really similar to Honor Harrington in my placement for military sci-fi. I really enjoy it. Mercedes Lucky books, that's true, from the Valdemar Kingdom. These are like older fantasy, like the 80s, 90s. But yeah, I read them a long time ago and I enjoyed them. Apart from that, I recently read the Lycanius trilogy by James Islington, something like that. Illington. Lycanius trilogy, this one. Yeah, The Shadow of What Was Lost, and so on and so forth. James Islington, yeah, or Islington, or whatever you read that, however you read that. Yeah, I can recommend that. That's a really good book, really good fantasy book. I enjoyed it. It was pretty amazing. Okay. Putting prints into specific parts of code hits too close to home. In honesty, this is one of the debugging methods I find myself using most frequently. Are my headphones HRTF ones? What does HRTF means? The head-related transfer function. What? Okay. Can probably read it in German, but let's see. No. I don't think so, no. I don't know what this is. I need to read about it. No, these are bone conductive ones. Let's see if Wikipedia has an article. Yeah, it has. Oh, it even has literally the headphones I'm using, I think. Here we go. Yeah. These ones. Yeah, Aftershocks, yeah. That's exactly the company which I'm using. They are awesome. They have not great sound quality, okay? But for audiobooks, they are awesome. For when I'm, for example, cooking and listening to a book, I can hear everything around. When I'm walking outside, I can hear the cars and everything around. For that, I really like them. And they are also, because they are not covering my ears, they are not really hitting my head when I'm in them for 2 hours. So that's another reason I like them. But for listening to the music or anything else, yeah, proper headphones. That's Aftershocks. Valdemar Kingdom sounds like Królestwo Valdemara. Yeah, but it's just the name of it. I think the original creator, which is probably never mentioned in the books themselves, apart as a historical figure, was called Valdemar, and that's why, yeah. But these books were actually like when I was, young in like still in primary school when I started reading books. The books were already available in Poland in translation. That's how I know them, and that's how I got into them. What's the last technical activity project which you've been obsessing about? Well, that was the bonus challenge which I mentioned already, right? The Hacking Google bonus challenge. So, and that was because I just, I hit a pact. Go. Can we? We cannot. Well, yes, I am ready. Can we go now? Thank you. Yeah, it's here. Okay, stop scrolling. Thank you very much. Yeah, basically doing this challenge, creating this challenge. I had, because of my packed schedule, I had just a week to complete this. And that was like 3,000 lines of code of a somewhat complex-ish system to code this in. We can chat about, after the challenge is solved, we can chat about how it's made, I think. Or maybe when it's open sourced, then we can chat about it. So yeah, but that was a pretty intense week of coding due to scheduling, but I did enjoy it. That was fun. I like from time to time to spend, just focus single project, nothing else, and just go and complete it in a week. But that's super satisfying. And because of lack of context switching, it's also not that bad. Do you have blue-violet lights in your room? Isn't that bad for my eyes? Maybe room tour once. I'm using these lights mostly for streaming, so I usually have yellow lights here, so that's okay. It should be fine. I'm not dead. Yes, I am not dead. I think. I'll even use logging libraries to print the debugging, honestly. Debugging libraries? That's... okay, that's proper way to do it. That sounds almost like a proper way to do it. What books, sites, or other media could you recommend for learning computer architecture? I'd love to dive into FPGA stuff. Okay. Where is it? Okay. Where did I put that book? Huh. Maybe there? You know what? If you're on my Discord, then ask me about that later. Because I have a really good book about FPGAs and stuff, but I don't see it now. I don't know. Maybe I put it somewhere else. I have too many books. No, I don't have too many books, but I have too little space for books. Apart from that, it's a good question actually. I have some books I have some books like this one, for example, which is PCI system architecture. I have also PCI Express system architecture. I have USB system architecture and so on. But that's an overkill, in all honesty. It's you can probably read the Linux kernel documentation on USB and stuff and learn a lot of this stuff in a little bit easier way. More easier to digest, I guess. Apart from that, it's a good question. There are some books on architecture. I also have them somewhere here. Somewhere. Really, I think I do. But yeah. In honesty, I think I learned quite a lot about architecture just trying to debug my Linux from when I installed it. For example, one thing I found out is how to get my USB 3 configuration on Linux, because I like when I plugged in USB 2 devices to a certain port, it blew up some controllers. But if I plugged in USB 1 or USB 3 to the same ports, everything worked. So while like just debugging everything and playing with Linux, like how to reset the USB controller, a certain one and so on, just playing with that on Linux taught me quite a lot about what's on the motherboard and how can I inspect it from Linux. So just doing some stuff like that seems to be pretty educational, I guess. No, I remember the color. The color is white, but I don't see that book in the white books. Unless it's like behind the... It might be behind the plant. Did you separate technical from non-technical books on the shelf? Yeah, well, no, I separated the shelves. These are only the technical books. I have also another shelf with like the size of one of such bookcases there with more technical books. And then I have, we with my wife, we have like 2 more rooms filled with books, with non-technical books. And there are a lot more non-technical books which we have. This is just like a small piece of what we have. We both like books. Yeah, go figure. Polymorphic FPGAs are the future. That sounds evil. What's your currently favorite CTF team? It's always Dragon Sector, come on. Are you going to be making videos again? Maybe next year. Conductive, that's what I meant, but... okay, cool. Should I learn Node.js or React.js first? I'm skill-oriented way, not job-oriented. Well, Node.js will be easier. React.js... I don't know too much React.js. I know a little bit about it. I started learning about it and I think I played a little bit with it and that's it. But it's a totally different approach to thinking about the architecture of interface. And it's worth learning it as well. Which one first is up to you. Because React is pretty popular, Node is pretty popular, like Node with Express, so I would go for React, I think, just because it's different. Node.js is pretty typical. It's like, yeah, JavaScript server-side, yeah. That's it. Now we definitely wanna see book collection. Maybe, I usually did a live stream about the books in December. Maybe we should do one this year as well. Do you have idea on what is job-oriented languages to learn for a developer? Just go to a website which shows like which are the most popular languages nowadays, right? So if we go to, let's Discover. We don't need Discover anymore because I did reinstall it. Where's my, okay, here we go. I guess I don't need this one. Yeah, I really like that, like I can do this on, hey, can you actually see it though? Let's see. Okay, I think you don't see this. No, you can't see it. Okay, that's good. I was wondering if you can see it or if you cannot see it, but you can see it, which is good. So let me, yeah. Let's see, by the way, let's test if zooming works in that case. I'm curious as well, so let's hope it doesn't break. Okay, is it zoomed in a little bit? Yes, we can see zooming. Hey, that's awesome. That's good. But zooming on Windows, zooming was a little bit better than on Linux. Okay, so I know it's an application which I chosen, but whatever. I still need to fix it a little bit. Anyway, what was I talking about? Like languages which are popular. Most popular programming languages. 2022 sounds good. And we go for dev job scanner, yeah. Something like this, like just Google for it, yeah. JavaScript, TypeScript, totally agreed. Python, yes, agreed. Java incorporations, probably banks and stuff, yeah. C#, who's using C#, that's weird. PHP, maybe, yeah. C, yeah, like just look here. JavaScript, I would say JavaScript, yeah, everyone is using JavaScript or something, and TypeScript as an extension of JavaScript. So I would go for these. And they're like good languages, like JavaScript and Python, good languages for the beginning as well. Over 1,000 books in the library, yeah. Yeah, over 1,000. Close to 2,000, I think. Job-oriented programming language was a nice, nice phrase, by the way. Doing Linux from scratch build will show you all of Linux internals really work. Yeah, Linux from scratch was pretty fun. I started doing it, I never finished it, I think. But I know the project and I appreciate it. What OS are you using but Kubuntu? Are they supplements of each other, Node and React? So my understanding of React is that it's mostly client-side, but it's compiled on the server to the client, or rather you have to compile it. And Node would be in this case what provides the data to React. That's how I understand it. But React basically gets the data from somewhere, from the backend, and the backend is providing the data. So yeah, you can use Node.js on the server side just for like API endpoints. But like, ask somebody who actually knows both. I think that's a better idea. Did you find a software to annotate things on the screen as you did on Windows? I did, and I absolutely don't remember the keyboard shortcut for it now, so I need to check. But like, I think actually like Kubuntu had something built in already. What games did you play recently? Apex Legends, Super People, because it came out yesterday, and we had some fun with a friend. And Cyberpunk 2077, which is absolutely great, and I love it. Who is using C#? I don't know. Have you tried tiling window managers? I don't like the concept. Honestly, I like seeing, like, you know, on the edges of the screen a wallpaper and stuff like that. So in tiling managers you rarely see wallpaper because everything is like, yeah, like you have one console here and the other half is taken by another console, or like the browser, and you really don't see the wallpaper. I don't like it. It's like aesthetics, just aesthetics, but that's the reason I don't like it. I kind of use a little bit differently the operating system. There are different things which would be useful for me than a tiling window manager. So no, I never tried them. Yeah, on Windows I did use Zoomit. C# is C plus VAT. Nice, that's a good one, Piątkosia. How to focus on project studying and development as an engineer, but ditch the fact that my life and relationship and past is one big trauma. Oh man. That sounds hard. I wonder how successful people do it, to be honest. I'm not sure I can tell you anything, because, like, yeah, that's not a question for me. As in, like, I mostly do what I like, and this is enough of a motivation, which kind of means that I don't really have any good ways I can disclose how to focus oneself on something. I don't know, because that's not a problem I had to deal with too much. It's a question for somebody who knows how to do it. Oh, thank you very much for the donation. As you can see, there are no donation effects. Okay, I'm going to try saying your name. Muguntan Balaji Patabi. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Happy to see you as well. My health is not bad. It's not bad nowadays. It's way better than it was, so thank you for asking. And thanks for the donation. Yeah, I need to, at the next maybe live stream before next week, I probably should fix the YouTube bots which pick up the donations and show the animation, because I had the fancy animation for that. The issue is that the YouTube API changed in the meantime, so I actually have to recode that bot. Do you use some apps to note? Yeah, I do use Google Docs for that. Like, during projects, especially research projects, I make a lot of pages of notes in Google Docs. I was thinking about Notion, Obsidian, or OneNote, or whatever, but Google Docs work for me well. So yeah, I'm not switching. James for sure is using C#. Okay, fair. But he's like, yeah, he's really deep into Windows, so that's maybe a good choice. Where can I find your bash RC? I don't think I have it published. I might publish it, that's after I'm happy with it. Yeah, if you hacked my PC, it will be in home Gynvael bash RC. I'm guessing your YouTube bot is written in Python. Yeah, that's correct, it's in Python. Okay, folks, I think I'm going to finish for today. It's got kind of late. I should have finished like 20 minutes before, but I'm really happy to be here again with you folks, and thank you so much for jumping in and telling me, like, helping me debug the stuff. Next week, I am going to do a proper live stream, and this time it's going to be about the bonus challenge for the Hacking Google competition, so I invite everyone to that one. Apart from that, that's it, so thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming, and see you next week. Yeah, take care, cheers folks. When publish stream? That's a good question. Maybe tomorrow, maybe a day after. Maybe not tomorrow, but maybe before the weekend. We'll see. Take care folks, cheers.